your world ain't nothing but a squirrel trying to get a nut. Just jealous of everybody that's headed out on that.
Pro tip. Don't let the weather discourage you from doing things you want to do. Today is my first day off from work in like 4 days. It's been good. It's been sunny the entire time. Now all of a sudden, it wants to rain. Thanks, Ohio. You're the best. So I didn't post a video last week for a good reason. One of the most common things that we all use, these little techie devices here, and they're pretty much in all of our pockets, that of social media apps like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff. I chose to unplug from that for about a week. I watched several videos. It was an interview with Denzel Washington. He said, if you don't think you're addicted, turn it off for a week. So I hit him with my Barney Stinson.
Challenge accepted.
I deleted Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. You get it, the essential stuff, the stuff that we all use on a daily basis, just to see if I could go a week without doing it. And I've gone a week without doing it. I didn't feel like I needed it at all. I actually was able to be a lot more productive during this week. I learned half of John Legend's All of Me on piano, slowly, but I learned it. Or maybe a little less than half. And I wanted to make this video to show you how to optimize social media if you absolutely need to use it. Like for, say, if you're a creative and you need to get your stuff out there. I'm not gonna be naive and say that social media isn't the biggest thing that we could use to distribute our work to other people, to get our work seen and everything like that. The internet is huge nowadays, and social media is a big part of that. These aren't like all my ideas. Like some of these ideas I got from people like, I believe dude's name is, I started watching him recently, Matt D'Avella. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. His channel is pretty awesome. Dude's a minimalist, and he has this one video that I watched. He doesn't typically use social media, but if he needs to, he writes things down so that way he can post them later on like Facebook or Twitter or something like that. He doesn't keep those apps on his phone, so that way he's not getting distracted and being a lot more productive. I'll link his channel in the description. I want to like just give you some tips on how to use social media if you need to use it. Facebook. I don't really like Facebook. I see a lot of stuff on there that I don't really care. I find myself scrolling through nonsense that I shouldn't be scrolling through, and it's like a mind-numbing thing. What I do is I go through and I just like unfollow. I don't unfriend, but I unfollow all the people that post things that are either like inappropriate in ways, distracting, or don't add some sort of like value to me. Now, I understand it's a social media platform. Like not everybody's posting creative content on there. So like updates and pictures of friends on vacation and things like that. I enjoy seeing that. I like catching up with friends and everything like that. But like excessive memes to like a degree. I like memes just as much as the next guy, but so many of them in a row at once, and video after video after video, you find yourself like just on your phone scrolling away your life. It's not a good thing. So yeah, just unfollow all the stuff that you don't want to see, so that way when you do get on social media to post something creative or post your content and everything like that, you're not stuck on it for hours. Twitter is like the most come and go social media platform. Like something new is trending every hour on the hour. I don't use Twitter a lot. I don't use Twitter that much to like push my content because I don't have that big of a following on Twitter. I say post freely on Twitter. You don't necessarily need it. Same with Facebook. Don't scroll through it like continuously. And this goes for pretty much all the apps. If you find yourself like scrolling through like apps or opening apps and closing them just because they're there, then you've got to figure something out, because it's not a good habit to get into. Instagram, my secondary choice besides YouTube. It's where I push my content mostly that's not on YouTube itself. With Instagram, it's a lot easier to get caught up and wrapped up in the content because everything is displayed so beautifully. A lot of creators are on Instagram, and follow people that you like get inspired by, or you feel like make really cool stuff, or even if you just want to catch up on your like favorite sports team or something like that. Follow things that are going to entertain you, obviously, but don't spend a lot of time doing nothing and just looking at those pages, because what'll happen is you actually might get motivated to do that. You actually might get, like, say if you follow somebody, if you're an artist and you follow somebody who's drawing, if you're an artist, you might get inspired, like, oh man, let me go draw something and do this time lapse for this drawing and then post it to Instagram myself and push it and everything like that. That's why I think following actual artists of your suit is probably a better option than that of one of your high school friends that you don't really talk to anymore that's all doing a whole bunch of nonsense. And it's tough love, but yeah, I mean, if you gotta use that app, and if you have to get on it, like if that's something you have to do, then I'd say that's probably the best way to moderate that. If you're a creator, post to entertain and give value, but not just to market. I think a lot of people get caught up in marketing, like this for this price, or buy these t-shirts, or do such and such, or go to this place, or click this link, or something like that or other. I think people should focus a lot more on making really good quality content and entertaining and giving value to their followers. So that way, people are more inclined to come back to see what you made the day before. That's why you follow the people you follow, because they're entertaining. They bring value to you, they inspire you, and that's what they do. Instagram is a big place. Snapchat. People use Snapchat nowadays for, like, it's a means of communication, whether it be sending a picture or even just a typing, like text. People use Snapchat on the regular. Now, Snapchat's been having some issues lately with its dumbass update. I'm not too fond of it. I don't think anybody else is too fond of it. Besides that, I found myself opening Snapchat just because it was there. I don't ever watch people's stories. I just open it because it's there. I try to make my stories look as different as possible, but it shit doesn't give me as much value as posting something to Instagram or even Facebook, for that matter. I just don't feel like Snapchat adds any like particular value to what I'm trying to do as a creator. I think it can be hard to use Snapchat as a creative platform, especially because of the new difficulties going on with it. So if I had a tip for Snapchat, I would say, just like I said for Facebook or any app, if you find yourself just opening it up and closing it, start either moderating it or just getting rid of it altogether. Like, obviously, if it's like your main source of communication, to each his own, that's all you, dog. Yeah, it's just not for me. Yo, hopefully this was helpful. I'm not a tech guy. I'm more of a guy. So, yeah. I was trying to do like a cut, but I was scared to... I'm gonna just go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up again.